Welcome. In this video, we're exploring how to remotely control Bluetooth Low Energy or BLE devices. Imagine being able to connect to and control sensors, smart appliances, or even medical devices from anywhere without needing to be physically close to them. We'll show you how this is possible using a BLE USB dongle called BleuIO and a few simple tools. So why do we need remote access to BLE devices? Think about having BLE sensors or smart devices spread across different locations, maybe even in different cities or countries. With remote access, you can monitor and manage all of these devices from one central place. This saves time, reduces the need for on-site visits, and makes it much easier to manage devices in far-off locations. Here's how this setup works. On the right, we have a local setup, like a home or office, with a computer connected to several BLE devices through the BleuIO dongle. Normally, you'd have to be in the same room to control these devices. But with this setup, we can send commands to them from anywhere over the internet. On the left, we have a remote computer that can send commands to the BLE devices on the right. This remote computer could be anywhere in the world. Using this approach, you could check on devices in a remote facility, monitor sensors in another building, or even control devices across different locations. So let's walk through it step by step. First, we set up a small program on the local computer, the one that's physically connected to BleuIO and the BLE devices. This program listens for commands from a remote computer. For example, it might check nearby sensors or receive data from a smart device. Once we start the program, it runs on a private address. But since we want to reach it from outside the local network, we need to make it accessible over the internet. To make this possible, we use a tool called LocalTunnel, which gives us a public web address that connects to our local computer. There are other tools like this, such as ngrok, but we're using LocalTunnel because it's simple and free. When we start, LocalTunnel it gives us a unique web address that we can share with the remote computer. This address is like a bridge, allowing the remote computer to communicate with our local computer. Next, we set up a second program on the remote computer. This program connects to the public web address we created with LocalTunnel. It acts as a middleman, allowing us to send commands to the BLE devices from anywhere with an internet connection. We simply paste the LocalTunnel address here so the remote computer knows how to connect to the local computer. Now let's look at the interface we'll use to send commands and see responses. Index.html shows us responses from the BLE devices, while page2.html is where we type in commands. For example, we could type a command to check the device status, start a sensor, or even scan for nearby devices. When we enter a command in page2.html, it travels over the internet to the local computer. The local computer forwards it to the BleuIO dongle, which interacts with the BLE devices. The response then comes back to our remote computer, so we can see it on the screen. Let's see this in action. First, we start the program on the remote computer, which lets us control the BLE devices. Now let's try a simple command. We'll type ATI to get some information about the BLE dongle. The dongle sends back details about itself, which we see here on our remote computer. Now let's try another command called gap scan. This command tells the dongle to look for nearby BLE devices. As you can see, it finds the nearby devices and sends the details back to our remote computer. This means we can manage and monitor BLE devices from anywhere. And that's how we've set up remote access to BLE devices using BleuIO, Node.js, and LocalTunnel. With this approach, you can control and monitor Bluetooth devices across distances, which is incredibly useful for IoT projects, remote device management, and more. Thanks for watching.